Hello and welcome to Taiwan Tech Dispatch, your go-to podcast for deep dives into the world of technology, geopolitics, and the big shifts shaping Taiwan's role in the global innovation economy. I am your host, White Hsu, and today's episode is all about a potential deal that could shake up the global semiconductor landscape. We're talking about a possible merger between UMC, United Microelectronics Corporation, and GlobalFoundries, two of the biggest players in mature node foundry manufacturing. What's the strategic logic behind such a move? Why does it matter in the context of China's tech ambitions, the US-China tech war, and Taiwan's central role in global chip supply chains? Let's break it all down. Chapter 1: China's mature node strategy and the new supply chain arms race. Let's start with the bigger picture. China has been aggressively pushing to dominate the mature node segment. We're talking about chips built on 28 nanometers and older process nodes. These chips may not be cutting edge, but they're critical. They power everything from cars to appliances to industrial control systems. And Beijing knows it. Companies like SMIC and Hua have been rapidly expanding capacity. According to Q4 2024 market data, SMIC's global share hit 5.5%, surpassing UMC's 4.7% and GlobalFoundries 4.6%. That's a big deal, and much of this growth is powered by massive state subsidies and policy support. The result? Chinese foundries are gaining ground fast, and that puts pressure on players like UMC and GF to respond. A merger between them could be the counter move, combining forces to match scale, reduce cost per wafer, and stay competitive. But will that be enough to slow China's momentum? Let's talk about the merger logic. Chapter 2: UMC and GlobalFoundries: Strengths, Overlaps, and Strategic Logic. So, what happens if UMC and GF merge? Simple math. Their combined market share would hit 9.3%, making them the world's second largest foundry, right behind TSMC. But it's not just about scale. UMC brings operational excellence and Asia-Pacific reach. GF adds a strong presence in the US, Europe, and the Middle East. Together, they span key geographies, balancing geopolitical risk while leveraging different customer bases. Other synergies? Think shared R&D, stronger pricing leverage, and more efficient utilization of fab capacity. Sounds great, but here's the catch. They operate on different technology roadmaps. Their internal cultures also quite different. Integration won't be easy. Just ask anyone who's lived through a cross-border tech merger. Still, the stakes are high, and the threat from China is real. So now the question becomes, what does the US want out of this? Chapter 3: The US Factor, CHIPS Act, National Security and Geopolitics. You can't talk about semiconductors today without mentioning the CHIPS Act. Washington has poured tens of billions into revitalizing US chip manufacturing. And any deal that strengthens onshore capacity, especially in mature nodes, could gain strong political backing. A UMC-GF merger would likely be seen as positive for US supply chain security, especially in sectors like defense, telecom, and infrastructure. But that doesn't mean it's a done deal. CFIUS, the US committee that reviews foreign investments, could still raise questions about Taiwan's involvement. And geopolitics, as we know, can turn quickly. So what would this mean for Taiwan? Chapter 4: Implications for Taiwan and global chip supply chains. Taiwan is the undisputed heart of the global chip supply chain. With TSMC and UMC at its core, the island has long balanced efficiency with geopolitical tightrope walking. A merger like this could help UMC scale up and globalize faster. But it could also introduce integration risks, talent drain, identity shifts, or even long-term relocation of strategic assets. Beyond Taiwan, this deal could reshape the global layout of mature node capacity. Centralized scale could drive costs down, but at what cost to supply chain resilience and regional diversification? Let's wrap this up. Closing thoughts. The UMC-GlobalFoundries merger, if it happens, could redefine what resilience looks like in the post-globalization era. It's about consolidation, yes, but also about survival, scale, and strategic alignment in a fractured world. For Taiwan, the path forward is tricky. Stay neutral, stay relevant, stay indispensable. Maybe all of the above. And just a quick note, as of this recording in early July 2025, no official merger agreement between UMC and GlobalFoundries has been announced. The situation remains fluid, and we'll continue to keep an eye on it. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Taiwan Tech Dispatch. If you found today's story insightful, make sure to subscribe on Spotify or YouTube. You can also read the full write-up on my blog at whitehsu.blog and connect with me on LinkedIn or Facebook for more updates. Until next time, stay curious, stay global.